Minnesota Vikings offensive line this year has been a tale of two lines. It was the best of lines, it was the worst of lines. So dynamic in run blocking, among the best in the NFL, paving the way for the dynamic Dalvin Cook. But pass blocking, yeah. And no one exemplifies that more, perhaps, than right tackle, third year Brian O'Neill, 2018 second round pick out of Pitt University. Go Panthers. He's the highest graded Vikings offensive lineman this year in PFF grade, besides the immortal Brett Jones. Regina at a 75.8 grade, which is the 11th right tackle overall in the NFL. Also, he's the 7th right tackle in PFF run blocking grade at 79.9. So he's doing well. Primarily outside zone scheme, using his athleticism and angles and agility out on the perimeter. It's great. It's great. But pass blocking wise, he's allowed 23 pressures this year and has been credited with 3 sacks. Now, it should be 4 or 5, given the way that things went against JPP against the Bucks, but it's fine. And we went back and looked at the tape at all the sacks and most of the pressures that he's allowed this year. And there is one recurring motif where O'Neill, phenomenal against speed rushers, can handle that with his own speed and athleticism and agility. But bull rushers, when strength on strength, that's where it struggles. And that's what we predicted when O'Neill came in, where he was light. He was absolutely uber athletic, the former tight end when he committed to Pitt. But you're worried about that anchor at the NFL level. Same concerns about Ezra when he came in 2 years later, and even exasperated by the fact that Ezra has been kicked inside, especially when Brian O'Neill was placed on that right side and been facing left edge rushers who are generally more stout, generally more powerful than as closed side rushers versus the open side over on the right side of the defense, as they're generally on the left facing the strong side of the formation. Tight ends, fullbacks, right tackles as well are generally more stout and powerful than their more athletic, aka dancing bear left tackle counterparts. That's why you see guys like Reggie White was primarily on the left side of the defense, and then you see speed freak rushers like Dwight Freeney primarily on the right, on that blind side, on the open side of the formation generally, right? So the Vikings are opposite. Yankee swap. So you have the uber athletic O'Neill on the right side. You have the powerful but a bit plotter Riley Reef on the left side. And generally, you look at the strategy that's been employed by against the Vikings. So you look at the Bucks. So generally, JPP is over the left tackle on the right side of the defense on the open side. Then you have Shaq Barrett generally against the right tackles on the left side of the defense. I know it's your right, my left, right, left. But then they flipped. Yankee swap on Sunday. So JPP played 27 snaps over O'Neill because he thought that he has a better matchup, because strength versus strength, JPP does have a better bull rush than Shaq Barrett, who's more of a speed guy. And you saw this week 12 when they swapped it again, and JPP was lining up over Mike Remmers. Great. Cool. So what can be done? So teams know. I mean, the film is out there. They see the tape, and they see, okay, well, against Brian O'Neill, hit him with the power. Against Riley Reef, hit him with the speed. And, I mean, continually lining up your beast DNs just to bull rush 75. And especially if you have a stout interior guy as well, put him over number 72, Ezra Cleveland, if he stays a right guard. Even though the Vikings, that side of the line, uber athletic, they're light and they do struggle with power. They do struggle with bull rushers. So is it something that the Vikings are going to have to live with? Because the scheme is working in the run game. I don't see them having a massive personnel overhaul, especially since Rick Spielman is probably going to remain in his job, and you're not going to move him to left tackle. I mean, if anything, that's going to be Ezra Cleveland's job. So what can you do? What can you do with Brian O'Neill at this point? Well, you can keep trying to pack weight on him. He's gained about 15 pounds since he's gotten into the league, but at a certain point, you're going to hit those diminishing returns, because speed, agility, athleticism, which is why you love number 75, will take a hit if you add another 20 pounds. I mean, trust me, since we've all been quarantined, we know the effects of adding 15, 20 pounds of bad weight, but adding good weight. So continual strength training, continue to build that ass. We after that ass, Brian, as well as technique and repetition, just continually working those one-on-one spots, strength against strength. That's really all you can do. Because Brian O'Neill, you see the potential. It's absolutely there. Third year, he's become one of the better right tackles in the league, and he's a perfect scheme fit for what the Vikings want to do in the run game. But there's just a couple edges that need to be sanded and rounded off. And I think just adding some more strength and continually working on that with 75 is going to be a big-time deal. So even though some questions. I think he's going to be fine. I believe in him. I believe in Brian O'Neill. Damn it. That's right. Your thoughts. What's the deal with Brian O'Neill? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. While support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.